What's up everyone? So obviously today I'm going to be discussing a new video. It's a new video and today I'm going to be talking about the 5 benefits or the 5 reasons why everyone should start reading and reading books in particular. So I'm just going to be giving you 5 reasons why what the benefits are of reading, and yeah, so let's get straight into the video. Now, number 1 on our list for why books are so beneficial is that reading improves your literacy. Now, it is very important, in this day and age, communication and all that, and for someone to have such a good dialogue and everything, and they're able to confidently speak, it all comes to reading. If you want to improve your confidence in speaking, reading is like the basic way anyone can start and can improve themselves. You also have that reading regularly exposes you to a variety of ideas that improve your writing, and it also makes you familiar with different writing styles, expands your vocabulary, and helps you discover innovative ways to use words. Overall, there's also been a research done back in 2017 where they found out that students that read more, or that students that did a lot more reading than students that didn't, perform better in exams, and to those that didn't. And that's the correlation here is that obviously reading books is not necessarily going to make you smarter. It might not improve everyone, but it's something that definitely gets people going, and it's very good to obviously develop your skills, your communication, your literacy, your knowledge, your grammar and everything, and you just become more, you would see more of a person who knows what they're saying when it comes to talking and talking business and all that. And it does require good communication, literacy skills and all that. So number one is to basically reading books improves your literacy. Number 2 on our list of why reading is essential, beneficial, is that reading actually improves your sleep. Now, you might be thinking, how does reading improve your sleep? Now, the best time to read books is probably when you wake up or before you go to sleep. Now, the reason I'm saying is before you go to sleep is because, you through the entire day, you've got so many problems happening, you have different situations, you've got all this kind of stuff happening in the world, in your day-to-day life. And when you go to sleep, you want to be as relaxed and as empty-minded as you can be. So now, reading books before you sleep is incredibly crucial because it helps you move into a fictional world, easing the tension, and it helps you relax. It is way better, 1000% better than being on your phone at night and then going to sleep. It is much, much better to read a couple pages and then go to sleep. You want to clear your mind. You want to obviously just relax yourself and just have the best sleep you can possibly have. So obviously tip number 2 would be that, or no, the second benefit would be that reading books improve your sleep. Benefit number 3 of why books improve or books are good for you is because reading books in general increase your knowledge. You don't want to be that one person in the room who's got absolutely no knowledge of what's going on in the world. Reading, yes, we have our phones and that, but if you want to take some time off your phone, because people like 10 hours a day on their phone, reading is good. Just read an article, read the newspapers. They might read books, they might not always be true, but then that's why you obviously got to do your other research and that. But reading improves your knowledge. You understand what is going on in the world. You don't want to be closed-minded. You want to have an open mind of what is going on around the world. You want to know what's going, like where is that happening, or what can if anything's interesting to you. You want to be reading lots of opportunities, and that's a very important thing. You want to read upon opportunities. There could be an opportunity there, an opportunity across the world that you may be looking for, but you just haven't read upon it. So, reading can lead to different, pathways or different opportunities. So tip number 3 would be, or benefit number 3 is improve your knowledge. Tip number 4 is that reading books builds discipline. Now, how does it build discipline? It forces your mind to just remove distractions. We're constantly on our phone, and being on a phone is the number one thing that just drains our energy. Now, reading books is something that not many people like doing because it's boring, time consuming is what people say. But for your mind to be able to move the distractions out the way and to pick up any book, any newspaper, any article, that is discipline. That's just building discipline. So if people are looking to build discipline, they're like, oh, I don't know where to start, then reading books is definitely, I would recommend, is something that is definitely something I would recommend a lot of people to do, because it does help a lot of people build discipline. It does help with motivation. And you know what people say, discipline, you will take you further than motivation. So it is something that definitely will motivate you. But then when you start doing it once, you will then feel like you want to do it again and again and again and again. And it only starts by little. You know, you want to start by reading, you can even read about one sentence. Then you go on to read one page. Then you can read on to one chapter. Then next thing you know, you're reading one book a week. Then next thing you know, you're going to read 4 or 5 books a week. You know, it just gets onto that kind of level. But it all starts from the very beginning. And so tip number 4 is that it improves your, it builds discipline in a person. Tip number 5, tip number 5 is that it helps improve concentration and the ability to focus. Now, how does that happen? Is because you're focusing your mind on one specific page at a time, and then if you're feeling you're distracted at school a lot, you can't focus, then I definitely would recommend, start reading some books by yourself or even with a group, just to build that ability to stay focused, to stay concentrated on anything. And then when it comes to your school, when it comes to focusing on big projects, when it comes to focusing, on a larger scale, you'll be able to do that with no hesitation. You'll feel like you would want to do the work more. And so obviously the big huge benefit is that ability to focus and concentration. That's a huge thing today's day and age. If you lose focus, you won't be able to do much. So tip number 5 is that it improves concentration and your ability to remain focused for longer periods of time. Now we're just going to go over a little summary. The 5 things that we just said, we're just going to go on a summary. So benefit number 1 is that it improves your sleep, which is very important for our health, etc., etc. Number 2, it improves your general knowledge. Obviously, generally, you want to know, you don't want to be that person that doesn't know anything. So general knowledge is a very good thing. It improves your IQ and your intelligence as well. So that's number 2. Number 3, it builds discipline and motivation. If you're looking for somewhere to start, somewhere to build discipline, somewhere for motivation, you want to start by reading books first, or reading anything, and you can develop that and build your discipline. Number 4, it allows you to builds your concentration and your ability to focus. And then tip number 5 is that it reduces stress, it relaxes your mind, it improves your literacy and everything. Actually, number 5, that it does improve your literacy, it improves your grammar, it improves your speaking, it improves your confidence overall. And so I would say that is a quick summary of why, just reading in general, could be books, could be anything, is very important. That I am currently reading, it's called The Alchemist. The Alchemist is a very good book. I've read just like a quarter of it so far, I think. It's a good book, definitely recommend it. It is a book about following your dream. So it's a book about, finding your discipline, finding your motivation. There's a lot of key lessons that I've picked up so far in the book, but just one recommendation. There are so many, and there are thousands of books out there. If you are looking for books to read, but you don't know how to access them, head over to zlibrary.co.uk, I think, or .com, and you can find literally any book. All you got to do is just download it free of charge, and it's that simple. So go check it out, that'll be in my description, zlibrary.com, and you'll be able to find any book you're looking for. So if you guys enjoyed this video, obviously like the video, subscribe it, share. There might be someone out there that's looking for something for discipline and they don't know where to start. So definitely give them this video and it can definitely help them. Thanks a lot, and then I'll see you lot in my next video.